What's good, FG fam? Welcome to episode number 49 of the Miami Marlins franchise here on MLB The Show 21. Wow, almost at episode 50. That is coming up. But here in episode 49, we have the All-Star break. This is going to be big. We got a futures game. We got a critical situation against the Colorado Rockies. Then we get into the home run derby, all the All-Star festivities. And coming outside of the All-Star break, we got the Yankees to contend with. So this is going to be big. Make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel for the love of all things franchise. Got Madden and MLB running at the same time now. Hopefully you guys are excited about more videos per week. Make sure that you guys go into the description, check out the link to the Discord, come hang out with me outside of YouTube, and the Twitch. Come see me stream live, which I do on various days. You can find a schedule in the Discord. Thank you guys so much for all of your love and support, and without further ado, let's get into this All-Star festivities. Don't go anywhere. And we start the episode with the Futures game. AL Futures versus the NL Futures. You can see Keith Jackson in there, a user. Thad Guillory, a guy from the top of the draft a couple of seasons ago. We have Nick Pratto in the lineup, so we will be player locking him for our NL Futures game. DL Hall is our pitcher for the Jumbo Shrimp as well. He will be starting this Futures game at Yankee Stadium, the 2024 MLB Futures game. Daniel Espino on the mound for the American League. He has a 7-6 record with a 2.96 ERA, so hopefully we can get some hits, and right away, a strikeout of Nick Pratto. But there was a 3-run home run hit for us, and then another run in the second inning as we go to the top of the third, and Pratto with a fly ball out to right that is caught. Later on into the top of the fifth, a 4-1 ball game. Pratto strikes out again, and that will get through the fifth. He would be pinch hit for in the seventh inning, so we'll just go with a managerial aspect from here on out pretty much. Pitching change, we take Jay Leroy out of there, bring in Darren Hoffman with a 4-2 lead. Hoffman with a bit of problems here as he does give up a run on a walk for Laurencio. We go ahead, bring in Ascension, and he will get us out of the seventh. Then we go into the eighth inning with a 4-3 lead, picking up a run on a Siegler hit. That will bring Ascension into the game, into the eighth, and he would get us through that as well. Into the ninth we go. Caden Nadelman gives up nothing for the American League. We'll put in our very own Joe Hagen here trying to close this out. He gave up a double, but nothing more. As he does get our NL Futures through this, he'll pick up the save, of course. So our pitchers already starting to lock it down here with DL Hall picking up the win and our boy Joe Hagen picking up the save. Robert Hassel's the player of the game. He went 1 for 3 with a 3-run shot in the first inning, and the NL never looked back. However, meanwhile, in the major leagues, we still have games going on before this All-Star break, and here is a bit of a critical situation with Ryan Mueller trying to get a closeout here in Coors Field. Rockies down a run. There's a fly out into foul territory, and then Josh Fuentes, who's given us trouble, strikes out, so a good job by Ryan Mueller to shut the door in favor of Max Meyer, who will pick up the win today. So the Miami Marlins get the win, 5 1/3, 2 earned runs for Max Meyer with 5 strikeouts. He will beat Kyle Freeland today, who went 5 flat innings with 4 strikeouts, but he gave up 4 earned. Eloy Jimenez with a homer and a double is the player of the game. So here is the home run derby as these all-star festivities set to begin. Jorge Soler, Yordan Alvarez, Franmil Reyes, Juan Soto, Conforto, Ian Happ, Xander Bogaerts, and Ronald Acuna Jr. all set to perform here at the Home Run Derby, and Soler gets the win over Acuna, Soto over Conforto, Happ over Franmil, and Yordan Alvarez, who won in the first season, over Bogarts. Yordan Alvarez beats Ian Happ 8-7, and Juan Soto 11-8 over Jorge Soler. Can Soto upset Yordan Alvarez, who is clearly the favorite in this final? Apologize for the quick speed, but otherwise this video might have been 35 minutes long, and I don't know that any of you want to watch 35-minute long videos. If you do, please let me know in the comments section below, but I don't get any indication from the numbers on YouTube that y'all want to watch a 35-minute video. So we'll just watch Juan Soto in super speed hit all these home runs. So far, 6 bombs for him, make it 7, but his time is running pretty low here in the final 10 seconds, and he failed to hit a homer there, and on his last swing, he'll get a homer. So Juan Soto puts 8 up there. Can Yordan Alvarez defeat him? He gets 1 there, 2 there. His next swing is a homer. Wow, he starts off really well. That 4th swing was not a homer. Neither was the 5th. There's 1 on the 6th swing. He gets 4 homers out of 6 swings. Make it 5 here. Under a minute to go. He's 3 homers away. Now just 2 with 30 seconds. Make it 1 away. He does get the 30-second bonus, but can he win without it? Yes, he does. Yordan Alvarez is your Home Run Derby champion again. He had won it already before, in between us winning it with Mike Trout. And there he is, Yordan Alvarez with the Home Run Derby this season. So Houston Astros will hoist a trophy. It just may not be the trophy they want to hoist. Anyways, we continue on through the All-Star break, and we're looking at the Double-A All-Star game right now. That one comes up first. Ben McCutcheon is in this All-Star game. Jed Ramsey will be our opposing pitcher, and of course our Blue Wahoos always have a host of guys to choose from. Devin Hairston, Ash Laser, lots of guys we could choose from. Riley Thompson's the starting pitcher. He is 6-0 this year with a 2.84 ERA. So let's get into this Double-A All-Star game and see if we can prevail here today at Truist Park for the 2024 Double-A All-Star game. Good to play in a major league ballpark for these young guys, man. They see their future before their eyes. Jed Ramsey, 1.84 ERA for him on the season. He's been really, really good. Here's Ash Laser, and not quite going to do what he wants, as that is an out into foul territory. Player lock and Ash Laser. We got no play of the field, just a bunch of hitting opportunities, and this one's a ground ball onto short, thrown onto first for the final out of the 3rd. So we go to the top of the 6th, probably Laser's last chance, and this one is a diving stop. They'll throw onto 2nd and then first. So he was safe at first there, but it looks like there's going to be a bit of a problem. We are actually up 3-1 into the 7th inning. We were down 1-0. So somewhere along the line from Ash Laser's last at-bat, we actually take a lead. So now we've just got to hold on to it. Let's see if we can. Robert Duggar doing a great job on the mound for us here in this one. And we would like our half of the All-Stars to get the dub. We'll see if that is definitely possible here. We can definitely shut this door down. Giordano gets caught stealing, so that helps us out. Over on the hitting side of things, nothing happening in the 9th. So we are going to go ahead and put in Joe Hagen, and we're going to take a look and see what he does in this game. Why not give you guys a little bit of extra spotlight on some of our personal prospects? There's an out on a fly ball on the infield, then a strikeout on the changeup low. So Joe Hagen looking pretty good. Can he get Andres Ochoa? Ochoa hits it into center, and it is caught out there in center field to shut the door down. So Duggar, with a really nice pitching performance, is going to pick up the win. He went 3 innings of shutout baseball. Joe Hagen picks up the save in this one. He had the save in the Futures game as well. Joe Hagen's just been on fire in this All-Star break. So we will move to the actual Major League All-Star game. There's the AL All-Stars. They will be starting White Sox pitcher right now, Jacob deGrom, in this All-Star game. We have Gleyber Torres starting in the All-Star game, so we will, of course, player lock him It'll be Walker Buehler getting the start for the National League for the All-Star game at Colorado. No, it's Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. You gotta love the logo sticking with Colorado. See, like, we like to complain about Madden, everybody, but here's San Diego Studios needing to fix a couple little minor details. See, that's what I'm saying. There's just so much bias against Madden, but that's neither here nor there. Let's move on into this All-Star game and get things going with Gleyber Torres in this starting lineup. You can see the lineups right there. Former Miami Marlin Michael Conforto now playing for the New York Yankees. Well, here's Gleyber Torres at the plate in the top of the second on an 0-2 pitch out to right, and that one up against the wall. Gleyber Torres in his first at-bat getting a double in his old home of Yankee Stadium. Here in the top of the fourth against his former teammate Garrett Cole, he's going to lace one into left center field for a single. So Gleyber Torres going 2 for 2 in this All-Star game. Later on in that fourth inning, he's here on third, and this one is hit out to deep left field. That one is caught out there, and Gleyber going to try to make a gun for the plate. He will slide in with the run scored and get the National League their first run of the game. So he would not face another appearance here. So in a 5-3 ball game, Clayton Kershaw pitching for us gives up a run, make it 5-4. We're going to bring in Dylan File, who is like 6-0 with a 2.35 ERA on the year, so why not bring him in? Unfortunately, though, he gives up the tie. So a tie ball game in the MLB All-Star game. A close nail-biter here in this one. And all we need to do is put up a run. Can we put up a run? We do not put up a run in the ninth. We're going to go ahead and pinch. Oh, no, we are batting right now. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. There's Mike Trout. We put him in, but he gets a fly out. So, again, we don't get anything done while we're at bat. But here is Alfaro with a double for the American League, former Marlins catcher. He puts himself on base. Then there's a walk, fly out. This one's getting close. Strikeout. So we go to extras. Big moments in extra innings. Ken Giles gives up a single to JT Realmuto. And then another strikeout of Pete Alonso. Lindor coming in the game. He gets a single. We've got the bases loaded. Bellinger is going to get pinch hit for Randy Arozarena. He walks, scores a run. It's 6-5 now. All we need to do is hold on to it. A single makes it 7-5. And then we bring in Javi Baez, another one of our men to make it, but he gets out. So now we go into the bottom of the 10th, and it is Ryan Mueller who has a chance to close out the All-Star game. He gets a changeup strikeout right there. So coming in, getting the first out right away. Then Austin Allen grounding over to short. Very nice play made there and thrown on to first for out number 2. Franmil Reyes can tie the game with a swing, but the running fastball inside gets Franmil swinging, and Ryan Mueller does his job of closing out the All-Star game. So between Mueller and Joe Hagen just absolutely shutting the door in these All-Star performances. Mueller actually gets player of the game for it, picks up that save. Alex Reyes went 2/3 of an inning to get the win. Ken Giles went 1.1 innings with 2 earned runs to take the L. And the final All-Star game performance here in AAA, you see Robert Hassel, who was in the Futures game and was the player of the game there. And now he will be on our team as we take on guys like Sean Coolio, who is the user player out there. I know you're out there, Sean Coolio. Let me know in the comments section below. Here we go, the AAA All-Star game. What will end up happening in this one? And we will find out for sure. I decided to go ahead and player lock Sean Coolio just because, and there we go. A bomb in the bottom of the second inning. Down 2-1, he hits the bomb, or down 2-0, he hits the solo shot and makes it 2-1. So Sean Coolio, this one goes out to you. Thank you for being in the comments section all the time. True G. So, we move on in this ball game. Sean Coolio in the bottom of the third. He hits another one pretty deep, but this one not as far as that first one was. And he will be out to end the third inning. So we move on to the bottom of the sixth. And Sean Coolio swinging at one he really should not be swinging at. And that would be the end of Sean Coolio's day. So we continue going on through this game. It is a 4-1 ball game. And it is going to be the West over the East 4-1 in this one. So we'll take a look, see what kind of numbers were put up in this one. A very nice ball game. All these all-star games were really fun to be a part of this time around. Really good stuff going on. Justin Foscue gets the player of the game, 2 for 4 with a homer and a ribby. George Kirby pitches 2 innings with 1 earned run, and Nick Bisco takes the loss. So now we have an MLB pennant race to get back into here, as the Marlins are 53-41. JT Realmuto switching teams now within division, as Taijuan Walker and Patrick Mazeika going to go to the Phillies. I think that's a horrid deal for Philadelphia, but I guess they're saving a ton of money with it. I guess that's the only reason you would do it. And why would you trade Realmuto to the Mets? Now that the Mets have Realmuto, they can trade Dom Smith? I don't know. I'm a little confused here. They're going to trade Dom Smith, who's pretty cheap, really good. And they're going to get another catcher in Brian Torres, and they get a center fielder in Johnny Dennis. I am very confused about that deal. I don't think it's a good one for New York, and they made a steal of a trade against Philly and then a really bad deal there. Randy Arozarena will be switching leagues from Tampa Bay over to Chicago as the Cubs get him for a couple of prospects here. I think that's a good deal for the Cubs if they're in a pennant race, but I don't really know. Roberto Osuna also switching hands. He will go from the Orioles. Remember, the Orioles signed him in free agency, so he's going to flip over to the Angels, and the Orioles get a little pile of prospects back. We'll see what ends up happening with that deal. So now in Yankee Stadium again, the site of the All-Star game, we are taking on former Miami Marlins Sixto Sanchez, who was 12-4, but his ERA doesn't seem to be any better now than it was when he was on our team. And Mike Trout is cracking them like he used to at practice. There's a big shot out to left center field, and Mike Trout's 26th home run of the season gives the Marlins the early lead. Jesus Luzardo on the mound, 11-3 with a 3.18 ERA. Well, we will see what he can do against this New York Yankee lineup. It is former Marlin Michael Conforto hitting the bomb to the short porch at Yankee Stadium, his 28th home run of the year. He's having a really great year away from Miami. Here's Javi Baez now, and he laces one with a great swing out to center field, and it will just fly over the wall for a solo shot. That's his 25th of the year. That one went 442 off of Sixto. Bobby Bradley comes up at the top of the second and bombs away out to the short porch of Yankee Stadium again. Out to right field. That one is gone. That's Bobby Bradley's 20th home run of this season. Bombs aplenty early on. Here's Rafael Devers. He likes to beat up on the Yankees ever since he was with the Red Sox, and that one's going to go over the left field wall. Barely, but surely. 397 feet for Devers, and Sixto just having a whale of a game. All the way into the ninth inning. Ryan Mueller with a chance to close it out after the home runs just stopped at one point. Here's Ryan Mueller, and there's the grounder over to Glaber. He'll throw it on to first. That's out number one in the bottom of the ninth inning. Can Mueller get the closeout? With 2 away, it's Michael Conforto, and this time the former Miami Marlin does not have a home run in him. That is going to end it. The Marlins get the win here on the road in the Bronx. Jesus Luzardo gets player of the game, gets the win, 7 strikeouts in 8 innings, giving up 3 runs. Sixto gets the loss, 5 innings, 5 runs. I mean, that looks like what Sixto did when he was with us, so I'm content in not having him anymore. 4 bombs hit by our team. Gleyber Torres, batting .316. I'd like to see his home run numbers up a little bit. 20 homers for Baez, Trout, and Bradley at this point of the year. Devers probably would have it if he played in more than 41 games, but he missed a bunch of time. Luzardo has a sub-3 ERA. You'll love to see it. Rogers with that sub-1.2 ERA. That is absolutely crazy. You'll love seeing that, too. Ryan Mueller's done a really good job closing some games out. Of course, he's had his little mishaps, but every closer does. We go to AAA, looking at some hitting and batting .313. Brandon Hernandez has really surprised me this year. I'm really happy to see what he's been able to do. Kurt Blanks and Jordan Holloway are pitching really well for our AAA Jumbo Shrimp. And as we move into the AA Blue Wahoos, hitting hasn't really been their strong suit. Hubba Bubba is batting .293, and Willie Quintana is batting .314. Bobby O'Connor batting .325 in limited games, but outside of that, it's really been their pitching, in my opinion. There's nobody with more than a .367 ERA that started a bunch of games. Domingo Robles has the worst ERA on the entire team, and I think that AA could really surprise some people this year. So we move into the standings now. The Marlins now hold the division lead by 2.5 games. Look at that. Got to the All-Star break, and we just stepped on the gas. Brewers hold the lead in the Central by 4. Dodgers hold the lead in the West by 12. So we are still the closest to our opponents. Braves and Phillies both leading the wild cards, and the Mets are a half game behind. That tells you the kind of division we are in. And then as you go into the American League, Twins leading the Central, A's leading the West. I don't know. It could all be fodder for the Yankees, not going to lie. Twins, White Sox, Indians, Astros, and Blue Jays all tied for the wild card. This race is going to heat up in the next couple of months. We, of course, have the trade deadline coming up here. What kind of moves would you think we're going to make? I don't really know. Maybe we'll take a look at it here in the next episode. But there is a lot that we could do. I don't know what we would necessarily improve upon. I like Nicholas Boucher, but he does have that .404 ERA. We'll see. He's taking on the Yankees in our next matchup. You guys let me know any thoughts or comments you guys have in the comments section below. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel to keep that support going. Turn that sub button from red to gray. Help us all out here. Come on back. Watch all the videos. Check out the Tigers franchise from last year if you haven't. A lot of people say it is my best work I've ever done. So I appreciate you guys that constantly comment on the videos. You guys are definitely helping out for engagements in this crazy YouTube algorithm. In the description below are links to the Discord and the Twitch. You guys can come hang out on the Twitch, watch me stream live. I try to do that like 4 to 5 times a week, and you guys can come hang out in the Discord. We got voice chats. We got Fantasy Football League starting up. I'm excited for it. Hopefully you guys are too, and hopefully you guys come and join us outside of just YouTube. I appreciate y'all, and if you want to see some more franchise, I got some links to videos you can watch some more franchise right here.
I feel you break somehow.